Here we go. Now, boys, episode 160, and I feel like a certain chill in the air, Marto, Taz. I feel like there's just something missing. I'm not sure. What are you guys feeling? Do you feel like there's just like something lurking?
There's an emptiness.
An emptiness. Right, an emptiness. That's a good word.
I think it's like a shell, and we're missing the insides of that shell.
Is it a soft shell?
Are we missing the
like
outside?
A soft shell crab?
Well, geez, I tell you what, it could have crabs, but I don't know.
What do you think? Is it a hard shell? I'm not sure. I don't know, Taz. I'm interested in the texture of the shell. Now, no, seriously, fair dinkum, we welcome the great man himself. Episode 160, the great man. Sorry, Marto. Tassie stole your thunder last week. 3 out of 4, 70% on the chalky wheel, and a nice placer on River Nowhere. Well done, Tassie. We're all about you up and about.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Thanks, mate. I'm back in the game. So,
Ripper day.
It was a ripper day. I mean, what a name, George. Let us down, but and it was the shortest price
What's
one
my
of
name,
all.
George? But I tell you what, your other little Yankee, you popped up into the comments on the old Book of Face. You got a win there and 3 seconds, so you were stiff in that as well. Like you could have had a really red letter day of a couple of horses. Try a bit harder, but well done, Taz. Well done, mate. And I know we're missing somebody. We're going to give you a little bit of information about that very soon. And of course, Marto, last week was your week to win. Unfortunately, mate,
it was.
Hellhound,
but we didn't. Hellhound gave us hell.
Yeah, but it was a pretty good run.
Run third.
Now, let's just talk about the elephant in the room, or the lack of the elephant in the room. We are missing the trunk.
No, he's here. Just wait. Ask for a comment.
Okay, Time. What do you think
there
about
he
that?
is. Yep, he's there. See?
Right. Okay. Now, all jokes aside, Tone last week, Tassie, he was in a bit of strife. He had a couple of attacks during the week, which meant he had to sit down. He was in pain in his chest, and it was a bit of a wake-up call for all of us. But the great man was having a breakfast of pig's feet and melon soda, and unfortunately thought indigestion turned out to be a little bit more serious. His beautiful wife, Gia, takes him to her hospital. She's a beautiful nurse, a great woman, and luckily she did, because the doctor nearly fell off the chair. And in Japanese, he was like, "Shin ne so," which means you look like you're going to die. Tone's ticker wasn't working at 100%. So luckily, the great man's Japanese is so good, he thought he was having an operation the next day, but they rushed him in that afternoon to get in there and fix it up. He's very lucky they didn't have to crack him open. So our thoughts, our prayers, our best wishes, we know we all shit on him. We all hate him when he tips something.
Love and light.
No homework.
Love him.
And then we love him when the crown gets up at 34 skins. Tone, we love you and we miss you, mate. It doesn't feel right.
Yeah, good on you, Tone. Get well soon, mate. And heart awareness to everyone. It's not always indigestion. Get it checked out. There's no harm in checking it out, guys.
Well, absolutely. And the best, a friend of mine went through the same sort of thing. He thought he was food poisoned.
You're right.
And the only good, as it worked out, he had a mild heart attack. He knows who he is. I'm going up to visit him this week. But basically, in some cases, it's probably better that you think that and go get it checked out, because you don't then go into a frenzy, into anxiety. Which makes it worse. So whilst it's not ideal, the pig's feet, was it pig's trotters or whatever it was?
Yeah, pig's trotters, and full of the collagen and the fat and melon soda. Anyway,
what about sausages?
And the next day he had beef tongue and a Coke. So I can imagine that his
healthy
going to be changing, and he might be off the darts, and
big changes.
Might have to calm down, but he's got to see his beautiful daughter walk down the aisle. That's what I just keep telling him.
But
have to give up the dirty
around a bit longer, Tone.
We love you. And we want you above the ground, mate. We don't need you below it, and because you haunt us.
Yeah, I mean, what would we do without Tone? I mean, all said and done, I know we would turn on each other, the three of us.
Well,
which
we
really
did today,
did,
didn't we? We did today.
You know what I mean? That's right.
We
We would eat our own. We need your Tone. you keep us honest.
Tone's like
or
that.
at least
Full timber, black butt, like the butt of our jokes. We need him. Without him, we're lost, and we turn on each other. We're like piranhas trying to feed on each other today. Anyway, we miss you, Tone, and we love you. And I just thought to myself, you know, what would describe Tone, you know, to a T, or, you know, we're talking about heart awareness. My mate last week, 50 years old, died of a heart attack. Good on your heads. Rest in peace, brother. You're a man's man, and we miss you. But Tone, thank God that he listened to his missus and went and got it checked out, and now he's going to be okay. He's in recovery. Everything should be all right. But I just thought to myself, what would represent Tony's heart? What do you think, Taz? What symbol?
Oh, it was a symbol for Tony's heart.
Bison.
Be very, very hard. I know it wouldn't be Cupid, that's for sure.
Cupid, no.
It wouldn't be Cupid. So
what about
I struggle.
A bison, an American bison? No.
Do you think so? A bit of deer, he'd love that, wouldn't he?
Oh, yes.
No. I mean, would it be a vegetable of some sort, mate?
I think so. I think the size represents pretty well in this picture. Marto, do you want to have a crack before we get in?
Something soft and mushy, because he doesn't have a heart of stone.
No. Oh, I can see it.
Oh,
luckily, Tone has the heart the size of a pea. It's repairable, and they've repaired it. So well done, Tone. And I think we've got a message from the Poultry Familiar for you already.
Oh,
because
it's come through.
It's already come through. So without further ado, here's a message. There we go.
Hey, there you go, Tone.
Now, it's in a love heart.
They're speaking your language.
Look, because we know you love to wear pink.
He does. Because real men do.
Real men wear pink.
Real men are men enough to wear pink.
Yeah.
So we just thought that was a nice little message from the Familiar for Tone. Good on you, mate. All the best.
Good on you, Tone.
Kimochi was nearly there. Very short Kimochi. It was a massive run, just missed third. But I tell you what, a couple of bounds, we win. Climbing Star. If you watch that replay with 150 to go, I tell you what, you just think it wins every time. It was absolutely thundering. And then Vavia picked, and climbing had a little bit of fitness on its side.
Yes.
River Nowhere, Taz, do we back up?
Yes, but maybe not immediately.
Okay.
Oh,
so we probably just watch and see where it goes. We probably just watch to see where it goes, because it will win in its next couple.
Hellhound nearly found us heaven. It was a pretty good run.
Nearly.
And
I've got no complaints about the run. Decent ride. Wasn't far off in third place.
I think River Noel was better than you think, Taz. I think it was in the wrong part of the track.
No, I know that, but sometimes what I find with them is you see it and you think, I've got to follow it.
Right.
But then it goes a bit flat. And then the start after that they win.
Ipazia really good.
We've all got they did, yeah.
Sorry, Marto.
We've all got a tick for the place for all four horses.
Absolutely.
And not one little thank you from Barney. We know he plays the place multis. Where's the thank you, Jason? I mean, it's only taken 6 months to get one, maybe more.
You give Tony shit.
And it was about 20 to 1.
You give Tony shit for
20 to 1.
It was decent.
His heart the size of a pea, but gee, Jace wouldn't be much big, I tell you.
It's all about him.
Yes.
But yes, it's heartbreaking.
Would Tone's favourite meal these days be pea soup?
Yes. I don't know what's going on here. I think
we miss you, Tone. You know that.
Tone makes a very good minestrone too. His missus, his daughter request it in the middle of summer. And so that's how good it is.
Do you think there's any chance that he might go vegan when he comes out and be a little bit behemoth? Do you know what I mean? Could you imagine, Tone? He'd get the big floral shirts out and it's like, hey, man, I don't eat meat anymore.
Can you imagine with the goatee flapping in the breeze as well?
And I mean, he'd give up the darts, but he'd probably take up LSD.
Anyway, last week we all placed 21 skins. I think you could have got a little bit more too with Sportsbet with a little pump up of prices. You could have got up around 25 skins. For the all place multi, which is very rare for us to place together, let alone win.
Yes. Next time we line up in the win.
The chocky wheel though, fair dinkum. Jeez,
wow, how good.
Pez had a sneaky little collect on all three, plus the Yankee.
Nice.
The Yankee.
And that was
wow.
Only because I was so angry in the morning.
Yeah. So anyway, there's a rush. There's a rush. You know, Science of Punting sold out. Next edition we need. Gone. Winning an edition guys 6 gone. Sold out. Priceless. Finished.
Third edition.
Gamble to Win sold out. We need a reprint from Amazon. We're waiting.
On fire.
But I tell you what, this is like art. You know, when the artist dies, the prices of the punt go up.
Done the Van Gogh.
How to win at gambling. Doing it the daily.
I tell you what,
this one.
There's still copies left. Like
not many
in the millions, but geez, this is like an investment. You know, Tone will sign them too. Don't worry, he'll sign
every single one.
limited time, maybe.
I've heard that whilst Tone's in hospital, get well soon, mate, and get out of there.
Yeah,
he's actually working on another book.
Oops.
Oh,
so next week, I reckon there'll be a new book that he'll be releasing. Stay tuned for that one.
What do you
get well, Tone?
Is it going to be a new one? Is it?
It has to be. Surely he's in hospital.
The printing press was on Monday, right?
We've got to. Yeah. Oh, it'll be a ripper.
Really?
For sure.
Jeez.
Yeah, it might be reflective or something. Yeah, it might even be one of these new age books, you know, how to live life the Tone way, get on the punt, you know, I don't know, who knows?
Do you think we could find I don't know, like, do you think we could find a picture to match? Maybe we could.
Look, I'm sure that in Tone's modelling days and stuff, all we've got to go through is his, what is it, PMG? Is that his agent who he has?
Yes.
So we'll just find his agent. We'll get access to some of the photos, even some of the ones that, you know, that are on the dark net, and I'm sure we'll be able to get a cover for his new book for him.
I like it. All right, let's get into it without further ado.
Let's do it.
Let's get into Marto. Are you ready, big boy?
I'm up first. I'm ready.
Okay.
Red Hot Nick at the Valley. I know this one has got 3 seconds from 4 first up starts, but what impressed me, a couple of things actually. The last time it ran at the Valley, it ran over 1,200 metres from barrier 1. Now, horses don't win from barrier 1 at the Valley over 1,200. That's barrier 1 spells death. And he won there. Go to his jump out. He absolutely thumped the field that he was up against. Absolutely thumped him. So he's ready. Zach Bain's on. He has not missed a win or place on this horse. So, Barney, get this one into your place multi, mate. We're not missing the top 3. I'm hoping he gets on the win because this is a very fast horse. And Zach Spain on, very good record as well.
Right. Taz, no venom?
No real venom because
really?
I don't dislike this horse. No, to be honest, I don't. The only thing that scares me is that it has run 3 seconds out of 4 first up starts, which makes me wonder, is it going to run another second? So I definitely think it weighs in. I just hope for your sake and for the Palmy sake and for everyone that backs it that it wins. But I can assure you if it runs second, I'm winning still.
There's a couple of your goats in this race and one of mine in Maximilius. And you I know you've won money on Sione up the top and Najim Suar you've won money on. So
yeah, I have.
It's a good little exotic race for us.
Yeah, look.
It's a little exotic race.
Najim's the Hull's going in the last. Oh, it is the last. Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah. Sione, look, it's got the colours that I love. And Sione, it's been probably a month between runs, but winning form is good form. Yeah. So 100%. Love the Paddy Payne, Billy Egan. You know, the combo, they tend to do really well.
How do we go at the Valley? How do we go at the Valley? Maximilius, of course, won last start at the Valley when Damien Oliver took off with about 800 to go and never caught him. But I don't know, Sione, does it run at the Valley? I don't know if it does.
Look, I don't know. I mean, I still think it's a chance, but I don't know. It's a super, super tough race. That's all. It's a super tough race.
It's not an easy race, but we got the rail out 4 metres. It's going to be a good 4, and I think the place to be is on the rail because that's lane 4 and 5 where they were running last time, where the rail was true the last meeting there at Moony Valley, and lane 1 was dead.
Sorry, guys. I really messed up this week.
That's all right. We'll just keep talking. I think the one little danger in the race, if you are going to have
I was too worried about time. But
is Tatum Bull's ride with Dance to Dubai. I think it's big overs at 20-1 in that same race as
actually,
Red Hot Nick.
At the Valley, there's a horse in race 3. I think it's called Rip Raw. It's a second starter. Really tough run at Albury last start. I reckon it's in Money in the Bank at 550. Geez,
it's one of the strongest backed horses already.
Pier. Now, Taz, you've given up on Australia.
Yes.
My Lord.
I haven't given up on Australia, but every now and again you listen to wise people, Razor. And they sort of can lead you into something.
Okay.
As a result, I black booked this. Now, this horse has only had 6 starts. And it's only missed a place once, and that was when it came here last Feb.
Yep.
And it was only beaten 5 lengths. Admittedly, it was beaten by a horse by the name of Aussie Penko, which is a pretty progressive horse. Now, it's been trialling super, ooper, looper, duper. It's been black booked. I think after this start, it ends up coming over here. You can get in the early markets for the Epsom, the Golden Rose, or even the Cox Plate.
I truly believe. Won a big race, didn't it? Won a big race over there, didn't it? Won a Group 1, won a Derby or a Oaks or something. That won something over there.
I don't know if it was a distance because it's only like it's probably going to get over more ground, but 1200 first up, its record's good. I don't know much about this Weatherly bloke jockey, but he can't Weatherby, but he came over with it to Sydney as well. He sticks with it. It's drawn the outside. There's probably going to be a few scratchings, but I think it does. It's not going to be impacted by it.
It's one first. I like it. It's one first.
Yeah, it has. It has. Of interest, what is interesting is there's a horse there. I think, Marto, you may have backed this once before. We Will Rock.
Yeah, We Will Rock.
It's going the other way, recently. Which is I know, and it's going over there to race in this. But look, for me, 6 skins. It's 550 now. I'm on it 6. I'm on it. It's at about 130. I don't go over to New Zealand off and get on.
Good on you, Taz.
Anyway, as we know, we're doing the one-hit wonders from last week. One-hit wonder in Japanese means ipatsuya. Tone, your pronunciation is no good. The boys went 3 out of 4, very stiff, beating a lip. But the quaddie probably wouldn't have paid a lot, would it, Marto? If
the Sydney quaddie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it paid a couple of grand because the 15-1 Autumn Bell with Venom, Tassie's Venom. What was it? Autumn Bell, was it?
Yeah, it was Autumn Ballet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I actually had that in my quaddie, but believe it or not, I left out Fangirl because I thought it was going to be a heavy 8. I left that out.
How good Stephen Harney, it happens. Fangirl, a perennial bridesmaid, and Razor was all over it, supposedly, the bugger.
Yeah.
So well done to Rays, delivering. Looked
good
like with about 200 to go and just got caught on Wednesday at Sandown, which is a shocking track. And then, of course, we got Lukey Mullet, the V8, the Peaky Blinder in Razor. Every man's man. I tell you what, a bit of a dilemma for me if I jumped into the bed with Uncle Breen and Razor. I wouldn't know which way to turn. And, of course, Ash, everyone's fave, the anchor, the lock. No problem.
Hey, Pezza, before you say anything about Venom, you know that Venom actually did say that there was 2 that he thought that they left out, but he'll leave 1 as a surprise.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm correct, Tone's horse ran 3rd, Venom ran 1st, and the pick ran 2nd.
Oh, really? Were you on the inside?
Oh, wow.
How could you go wrong? How could you go wrong in that race? There's the trifecta. Venom was there.
The one-hit wonders going back to Sydney again, which is a great day. The Sam Domenico, of course, only horses win. Marto. Lukey, the V8, the lunatic, is gone heaps, and I'm not sure what to do. But he's gone 3, 7, 8, 10, 11. The 5 and 9's in there as well, but we're waiting on scratchings. I don't think there'll be any scratchings. It's only a field of 12, and it's money. This race is listed, so everybody wants to win this race. So
Luke's taken 7 out of 12, has he?
7 out of 12, Lukey.
7 out of 12.
Lukey.
I think If anything does come out, it might be infatuation because it's drawn wide and there's a lot of speed underneath. So it likes the lead. If anything came out, it might be infatuation. But like you said, there's a lot of money in this race. It's hard to see a scratching.
It's hard to see anyone not trying to run around for a couple $100,000. Le Vampire, I think, is that the Kementari? No, Manwy. Manwy is the Kementari horse. Is that right? The only son, the only horse of Kementari, old Kementari, the Blue Butler. But anyway, very interesting. Good luck, Lukey. It raises.
How many do you like in it, Pez?
I like 3. I'd probably max 4.
Yeah,
but
I'm with you.
I'd take the 2 faves, and I like another one, which I'll talk about a little bit later. Razor 1, 3, 4, 9, 11. Barber, Marto, you got some news?
Barber, James Cummins announced today that he's going to scratch him.
Yeah.
Not sure if it was the barrier or something's wrong, but I'm assuming it's a barrier. I didn't catch the full report. I just heard that he's going to scratch Barber. Barber will not run on Saturday.
Wow.
Yeah.
So obviously Corniche will come in. Everything's coming a little bit. Yeah.
You would, Pezza. There's a horse there that I know firsthand. Tone was an underbidder on.
Yeah.
And it only sold for $3 million. So, Tone, you're unlucky. Kadinsky Abstract, unlucky. You just couldn't come up with that. Just over $3 million. Underbidder, very unlucky. You're only like 2.99999 million underbidded. But
good race.
Geez, I tell you what, be top race this one.
Good race.
It is a good race.
Very good race.
I do like Kadinsky Abstract. I also like the Instructor in Corniche in this one.
We go to
Raiders got them all covered.
We got from a great race to a really, really ordinary race. Some of these horses should retire. # lure me in. But their owners must be very rich and they like traveling around Australia because they follow her everywhere. Laura me in. One of my biggest bets of my life on Laura me in about 5 years ago, 2017. It's going to win thousands. And rest in peace, one of the jocks went up to Queensland and died, actually. But anyway, he missed by a lip. It was the worst. It was the butcher of the year on punters.com. So thanks for that, Laura me in. I'll never forget.
Not sugar baby stuff.
Oh, surprise baby.
That's the one. Surprise baby was
thousands.
No. But surprise baby was only once.
Sorry,
I didn't want many times.
3, 4, 9, and 12. 3, 4, 9, and 12. But he likes the 13 and 16 of everything scratched. So I tell you what, this is a shocking race.
But he's left the favourite out.
He's missed a couple.
Kalina doesn't like him at all.
Yeah.
And what about the overseas horse that now steps up? I know that it's drawn 16, but in the park, we know that it's going to need a bit more ground. And could it be the one that just?
This is a bad race.
It's a tough race. And you black book political debate.
Well, political debate on black book was a 2-year-old. So now, probably the most
you need to update that book.
They don't. Unfortunately, they don't get out of the black book after once they're in.
Yeah, I like that he's put. I like that he's put Capri to Doe in there. I think it's a very good rough chance in this race and probably overs.
Yep. Interesting. The Venom's there. And of course, Ash Saturday, the lock, Ashy Boy, 3, 5, 8, 9, 12. He likes a 10 if anything scratched.
I reckon the 8 might be scratched.
I think he's
a dual nominator. It's $3 something in Sydney.
South Australia as well.
They'll scratch Delalat. If it's not a heavy, they'll scratch the 9. That'll be out. It can't run on a good track. Cannot win. Delalat needs a heavy. Needs 8, 9, 10. So
tough race this one too.
Delalat will be gone. They scratched it last week, Marto, because it was like
they did because it was on the upgrade.
I think it was like a soft 6, and they go, "Oh, we can't run."
Yeah, that's too much.
Too good.
Munition's a bit of a smoky in this leg as well.
So please jump onto Facebook. If you're not a real big fan of Facebook, let us know, and we'll try to get another platform developed. But this quaddie's going to have a lot of changes. And Saturday morning, we should have a
value at every turn.
Oh, who's that bloke?
Home.
What?
He's popped up to say hello.
Should we play it?
It's a lovely angle that he's got of himself.
Evening, one and all. While there was a little lull in the traffic coming out of this room like King's Cross Station, just I thought I'd get on the best I could, and I'm still alive and kicking here. And well done last week to Taz with the wheel, 3 out of 4. Well done to all us boys getting Barney's place already up at about 20-1, and bad luck to the part 2 crew. 3 out of 4. It was a great effort. I'm sure you'll get it this week. I'm sure we're in for another big week this week. And the TT is Rosehill Race 5, number 5, Expresso. Good on, it's about 10 skins. Unlucky that last start. A good second, about half length. And prior to that, I think it was a second in the trial at Rosehill, so it's ready to rock and roll. Hypernius or Harmonious or some dodgy name like that. So probably a good chance. And that's all. So good luck one and all, and we'll catch you next week.
Good on your time.
Well done, Tone.
I didn't turn it up because usually I have to turn it up and then my wife goes mental. But we saw him. That's all we wanted to see. He's still alive. He's above the ground. He's not below it. Tone, time to. I said to Tone in the group, now it's your 122nd chance to make better choices. You've got.
Because normally, like, can we do a little role play where you can be Tone,
sure,
and I'll be me, and I'll sort of knock his tip.
Okay.
Tone.
Yeah.
Expresso.
Wow. You break twit.
What? Well, Tone, I'm looking at the race. And your favourite jockey, there's one that I actually like in this race, Tone. It's got your favourite jockey on it, Jay Collette.
Jay Collette.
Your favourite jockey, he's due.
He's in the book at Clipperton. You can't even say Clipperton.
Tone, you don't.
Clipperton. He's in the Clipperton book.
You don't rate Tristate, Tone.
So, Chase and Gollett rides for the bookies. Just rides them to get beat. But wouldn't stink a dog off a gut wagon. Rising tide boats, lift all boats. What?
So, Tone, with a
Jason Collett, if it was raining $50 bills, he'd catch a summons.
But Tone, tell me something with Expresso. Like, does it come from the back or does it sit up front? How does it map?
No idea. Do you think I've had time to check that when I'm about to die? But no, he reckons it was a pretty good run at Rosehill, so he's actually done.
It was a very good run.
Yeah.
I actually like this tip from Tone. I think he's on to a winner here. Drawn barrier 2 with Adam Hieronymus on, and he will go forward. He'll be up on the pace.
Hey, Tez, I'm going to have a little bit. I'm going to have a little bit on the 3 because I reckon Collett's going to knock him off.
Jason Collett.
I actually, that was nearly my fister, to be honest. But Marto, how can you be saying that you actually like the tip when off screen beforehand you said, Tone's got fucking no idea. He must be delusional. He must be. You said up rumors. Tone must be picking horses while he's on the
mate. He's got that big wooden spoon in the cauldron. He's stirring it up. I told you I like this one, mate.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to have a couple of bucks. I'm going to have a couple of bucks each way on the 8. If that's not an omen, I don't know what is.
Defiant Heart. Well, and I reckon why not even go Extravagant Star, because that's what Tone really is.
He's tipped Extravagant Star when it was about 30-1 or 20-1. It ran home for about a $7.50 placer. So this has got ghosts written all over the big boy. So I don't know how he's found Expresso, but he does like
tough race. But
he also tipped Delacour once when it won at about 20 odd skins.
Yeah, horrible race for Tone.
That was a long time ago. But Expresso, big overs.
Okay. So well done, Tone. Thank God you
signed him up again in your place bet multi, Barney, because this is it's running top 3, mate.
Pez, I've gone Griff, race 7, number 10, the first leg of quaddie. So if you want to go a little bit crazy, I reckon this is not a bad horse. Now, this horse probably needs a bit longer, Taz. It's only over 1,300. We're probably looking for 1,400 plus. The way it ran to its stablemate last start, very stiff. Amar Eustace horse won, and this came screaming home, and it ran the quickest 200 of the day, big boy. It come home in 10.8, which is absolutely flying over the 1,200. So
anything sub 11 is great.
Anything under 11 is great. So it ran last 600, Marto. It ran about 32 under the 33. So she's going
better than
second or third fastest for the day too.
Yeah. So obviously we would have loved it a little bit longer. It was 1,400. I'd probably go load up, but it wouldn't have been the price of 11.10 skins. Because there's a couple of speedy horses in the race. They're progressive. They're young. We don't know what they're going to do. But I tell you what, this horse has got the writing on the wall. The hoof is on the till, as Taz loves. And Tyler Schiller, fair dinkum, he could ride me.
How good is he?
That's how well he's going.
I tell you what, he'd love riding you.
Oh. Sorry, we go back to the race 7 again. As I said, there's a couple of good horses in here. We don't know what they're going to do. Le Vampire was great second up. Marnwig was super impressive on a Wednesday for the commentary for Dad.
Big step up.
Will Griff be coming home? Is that the way?
Griff will be coming home, mate. Yep. He'll be taking. So Schiller will be waiting for a bit of luck, waiting for stuff to open up, and he'll be swallowing them.
Because Ancap, who's got form behind Le Vampires, also gets out back, and the extra 100 that it stepped up into, I wonder if it's going to suit. So I'm just curious. I mean,
Le Vampire,
Griff's drawn 8, Ancap's
it's like a
drawn 9.
cat. He just goes. And Marnwig did the same thing. It led and won really, really well on a Wednesday a week and a half ago. So there's
but they were 11 and 1,200 metres, though, weren't they? 1,300 might
they were
a little bit.
Yep.
Griff,
so
the
obviously
1,300, I think.
The sprinters will find it a bit long, and Griff will find it to his liking. And I tell you what,
I don't think you want to be out the back, though. I think he's going to take a midfield run.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to be out the back at Rosehill.
Tyler likes to go where Angels fear to tread. He likes to switch.
He does. And he just finds a way to win.
Yeah.
When no one takes the rail, he takes the rail. Yeah. When no one wins from the back, he brings them home.
I'm going to take a little Quinella with Encap.
4,200. And, of course, the last round of footy, Pezza, first goal scorer, I like Bobby Hill. His name's Ian. I never knew that. Bobby Hill, first goal scorer, 17 skins. Tone, he's even had time for a footy bet. Carlton at -17.5. Carlton win 13 to 24. Now, that is a tough bet.
Oh, dear.
That is a tough bet from Tone. Like,
he wins.
You are kissed on the PP.
Yes, he is.
The great man himself, has he?
Yep, gone Adelaide 1 to 39, and I reckon Port Adelaide will smash Richmond. So close to 5 skins. I think Adelaide.
There's a lot of clubs with a queue in the rack.
Yeah, well, look, I think the only reason Adelaide don't win by a bigger margin is because it's over in the West.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. This one's a risky bet. Hawthorn 1 to 39 kind of speaks for itself. They get over Freo. But the last 2 legs, now the Doggies and GWS will be playing off for 8th spot because Essendon won't beat Collingwood. So there's 2 teams left playing off for 8. That's Doggies and GWS. If Doggies can get over Geelong, and they could because they play a mongrel style of footy.
Geelong have got their worst team on paper that I've ever seen.
Right.
That's right. They've left players out, but they like the intercept mark. They like it up in the air. Doggies like it on the ground. They love to tackle you. They love to get in and get the ground ball. If the Doggies can win, then GWS must win on Sunday night against Carlton.
Huge in for the Doggies.
That's what it comes down to. This is a
massive
massive
for the
risk
round,
on this bet, and it all comes down to the Doggies winning.
Look, Marto, I don't mind what you're saying because I know Carlton's got to go 14 straight if they're going to win the flag, right?
Right.
Now, if they lose and the Doggies win, then Carlton end up playing the Doggies. Yep. So my question to people is, who would Carlton prefer to play in the first final here?
Well,
GWS or the Doggies?
You prefer the Dogs, but also, listen, you've got Walsh,
no, I don't prefer the Dogs.
McGovern. You wouldn't prefer to play the Dogs first?
No.
You want GWS
no, not me.
First?
I'd prefer to play GWS. I think I don't mind your tip of GWS because we're going to bring back Chera and Walsh in.
Yeah, Walsh.
So we just give them a bit of a run.
McGovern as well. And they're all first up. I think they need one more.
That's right. But Walsh, this is where we just give them a little bit of a crack, a little bit of a run in.
I think
and if we do lose, I'll tell you what, we smash them the following week.
I think I would keep Sarah. I'd keep Sarah out for the double. I'd give him another 2 weeks. I don't think you need to prove Sarah because the way he played against Collingwood that first half, he was best around by a country mile.
He was electric.
I wouldn't risk him this week. You know, with finals locked in, no way. Sammy Walsh, he needs a run. He hasn't played for half the year. But Sarah,
it's surprised to see him back. Good on him for getting back. Yeah.
I'd give him the extra 2. Paddy Dow's going all right. I don't think we need him back
in. He is going all right.
Anyway, before we go, tanking. I've got into it a little bit on social media about how I think if North Melbourne win this week, we're absolutely, like as Tone's favourite word, starts with S and rhymes with plastic. If North Melbourne win against Gold Coast and Tasmania, when there was no one retiring because Jack Siebel and Benny Cunnington got their games last week, there's no.
Maybe gets well, by the way.
Harley Reid, we've been given a gift from the Eagles, an absolute gift. And if Benny Mackay goes, we get pick 2. And then if young Colonel Sanders goes back 14 descents to find out that he's got a little bit of Indigenous in him, we can hopefully get him in the NGA, which is the Indigenous Academy from Tassie.
Yeah.
So we're going to get quite possibly we're going to get 3 picks out of the top 10, which Gold Coast was gifted in 2019. And this year they're going to get a gift again because they're academy players. They've got top 10 3 players. So I think if North Melbourne, if we don't tank, we are absolutely stupid. And I hate people, winning is culture. Winning is culture. We've lost 80 in a row. Like, what's one?
You've won 11 out of 80. But you know what, Pezza? I don't think you're tanking. All you're doing is, to put it in an accounting sense, is you're creative accounting.
Yes,
that's all. So you're not cheating. All you're doing is playing.
How's the spin from Clarko to say, competitive beasts? Well, why don't they turn up every week? These competitive beasts.
Yeah, that's right. No, you've got to lose. You literally
have to lose.
Have to.
If we don't lose, I'm worried about the future of the North Melbourne Football Club. That's how bad. If we miss a once in a generational kid like Harley Reid, he looks like a Dusty Martin on when Dusty was playing 100 games. That's how good this kid is. He is
I'm worried more for the Carlton Football Club if you don't lose.
Yeah,
because if you don't lose, I can see you finally coming out of the closet and declaring your love for Carlton.
Oh, no.
See, that's what I mean. You will throw away all your North Melbourne shit and pull out the Carlton stuff.
Number 2.
Hey.
No, I'm a closet Cat fan and a closet Carlton fan and a closet Magpie fan because my dad. So
I'm surprised you didn't get a game. Seriously, the amount of blokes at Geelong are resting. I'm surprised I didn't see in the back pocket Perry.
And can you imagine Mitch Duncan suspension? Mitch Duncan. I've never seen him get a hard ball, let alone tackle something.
Yeah.
What did he do to get suspended? Like break a nail or something? I don't know. It's like, anyway.
No, it's one of them tackles where he wrapped up the arms, isn't it?
Yeah, there you go. North Melbourne have to lose. I agree. Tone,
what's
the prayers, Tassie, Marto, a final message to Tone?
Get well, Tone. We do miss you. We bag you, but we truly love you. Yes. And so does the Palmy.
Yeah, I was shaking the other day when I got his call. I mean, I was calling for emergency service. Holy shit.
Yeah. So get well soon, Tone. And look, there's medical evidence that you really do have a heart, mate. Just take care of it.
And also, Tone, the nurses, huh? Yeah. Tell us about them next week.
Yes. No venom.
They're not like they are in the movies.
Jake Collett.
Oh,
I tell you what, if that wins, I hope Tony's all wired up.
On Defiant Heart and the Collared Horse.
Winner, can you imagine if it wins?
Chicken dinner.
Oh, well, Tone won't be having chicken dinners.
No.